all 13 colonies. It's going to blow y'all away. I'm telling you, this is going to rock the world. Okay? All 13 colonies had rich black people in those colonies, rich black people, families, wealthy black families in all 13 colonies, and they all owned slaves, white slaves. Not black ones, white ones. Yes, it was indentured servitude, okay? But they lived on the black man farm and they worked for the black man. And the only difference between slave, it don't matter, you're still a slave as long as you don't, you could be a slave either way, but you're still a slave. But the point that 13 out of 13 colonies, all 13 colonies had black people own white slaves. Sure did. And they worked for them. Imagine that.
The swag, everything has been stolen from there. You got money in Africa, it don't matter what country, you living 10 times better than most rich people here.
Mm-hmm.
There's wealthy there and there's rich here. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, experiencing that and seeing that, and then just the style, the swag, everything has been stolen from there. You got money in Africa, it don't matter what country, you living 10 times better.
Worked for the IRS and then became the enemy. Is an American required to file income tax returns? Yes or no?
Well, myself and other researchers have not found a law that requires most Americans that live and work in the 50 states to file an income tax return or to pay an income tax. Now, the income tax, as it stands, has been misrepresented and misapplied to the American people. But no, I haven't found a law. No, if you go out online and you see other people like Joe Bannister and you watch America, Freedom and Fascism, and you see that I'm not the only one that says that. They don't follow the law, obviously. Title 27 is the excise tax code, and it tells you what kind of tax, who must file, and the calculation of it. Title 26, on the other hand, talks about you have to pay tax on your taxable income. Well, income's never defined in there. And we found that the definition of income is corporate profits. If I come and cut your grass, you give me $100. We consider that an even exchange because I use my time, talent, and my energies to cut your grass, and in exchange, you gave me $100. If Walmart makes $100,000 in a day, one Walmart, $100,000, they get to deduct their expenses. Let's say all that adds up to 80 grand. So they got 100 grand, they have 80 grand in expenses, which they can expense, and they only pay tax on the corporate profit, which is 20. So we're paying tax on 100% of our labor, and that is slavery. So we're
worked for the IRS and then became the enemy. Is an American required to file income tax returns? Yes or no?
Well, myself and other researchers have not found a law that requires most Americans that live
Check it, it's the 10 reparation commandments. A lot of these fake black leaders won't understand it. They just gonna tell you to vote and get nothing. So I'm about to put you on game how to get something. First step is something called SAR. You gotta understand this or you won't get that far. Listen up. It stands for self-administered reparations. This is a key fact to land your foundation. Number 2, open up a tax-free business. If you're a black American, you got a right to get this. Here's an example of mine, so don't stress. And then you'll get a master file with the IRS. Number 3, open up a garnish-free account. You don't need these folks taking all the money you amount. See, the system attacks your money from all angles. So I'ma show you how to be tax-free and stable. Number 4, you never heard this before, but if you own your shack, no more property tax. Number 5, learn about human rights, not civil rights. Civil rights is just permission. Human rights is good for life. Number 6, gotta learn your genealogy, not the DNA test, but the records that they keep. Number 7, understand nationality. As a 14th Amendment slave, you will not be free. Free person applies to white posterity. When they made you a citizen, they took out the word free. Number 8, gotta learn real history. Most of us didn't come off boats originally. Number 9, your reparations is for genocide, not for slavery. And here's the reason why. Our genocide still happen until today. And they don't need a study like what they try and say. Number 10, the General Assemblies and check it, it's the 10 reparation commandments. A lot of these fake black leaders won't understand it. They just gonna tell you to vote and get nothing. So I'm about to put you on game how to get something. First step is something called SAR. You gotta understand this or you won't get that far. Listen up. It stands for
Daily 5 targets 5 key signs of aging. Within 1 hour, Daily 5 enhances blood flow and circulation. Within 5 days, it boosts joint comfort and flexibility. Within 2 weeks, it's easier to climb stairs. At 3 months, you'll see the results in your lab work. With consistent daily use, you'll maintain healthy blood pressure and cholesterol, maintain normal blood sugar, improve metabolic health, and support strong bones. Experience the Daily 5 difference now for just $5.99.
Well, here's a new grants they have now to pay for like $15,000 to help you pay for rent or $6,000 to help pay for groceries. And it's actually through your healthcare system. That's right. It's Medicaid's doing this. And now in 19 states, that's right. They're giving money to pay for rent and for groceries. So we're saving as a country by getting people in housed and food. So that's right. They're giving it out through the healthcare system. That's Medicaid. So find out if you're eligible for Medicaid where you live. And you can do that by calling 211, okay, or 311. Some cities have 311, not 211. Or just call them and say, hey, how do I find my local Medicaid office to see if I could get them money for housing and for groceries? And 19 states have that now. So find out if your state has it. You have to do the work, okay? 211. Well, here's a new grants they have now to pay for like 15